What's good, YouTube? So, you know, um, so how should I say this? So, okay, so we all know the passing of Scott Hall. Former, WCW, WWE. He's been in numerous of other companies. Um, Now, I don't want I don't want to offend nobody because I'm pretty sure there was a lot of Razor Ramon fans out there. But to me personally, he wasn't good as a performer, as an entertainer. He was good on the mic. Don't get me wrong. He was very charismatic on the mic, but his ring, like, he was just sloppy in the ring. If you go back and look at his matches, he was very sloppy, very sloppy. Um, you know. Now, obviously, I know he was, fighting, not fighting, but I know he was battling drug addictions and stuff like that. You know. But who wasn't in the '80s? You know. I mean, that was like one of the biggest. That was like one of the biggest thing about the '80s. Crack. You know, sniffing that cocaine up your nose and shit. You know. I mean, musicians. You don't think Kurt Cobain did heroin and crack? You don't think, Jimi Hendrix did cocaine and crack? Like, come on, man. You know, like that was the, that was the pinnacle. That was the pinnacle of the '80s. So, anyways, man. But I don't want to, talk too much. Like I'm not a like I don't want to come on here and say, oh, this person died and this. Like, we are gonna die at some point. You know. I mean, he made enough money to where, you know, his family's gonna be straight. You know. I think his kids, if he does have any kids, they're going to be straight. You know. All the merchandises, and once you die as a celebrity, your merchandise is still gonna sell. Like, his merchandise is still gonna sell, you know. But I mean, it sucks. It sucks. You know, like, we lost like too many people this month, or this year. We lost Kobe. We lost John Madden. We lost Razor Ramon. You know what I'm saying? So we lost a lot of people this year, and we're gonna lose plenty more, you know. But it's just, you know, you just have to learn from it, and live the best life that you can, you know, because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is never promised. You could be here today, gone tomorrow. You know, your favorite YouTuber could be gone today, you could be here today, gone tomorrow, you know? So, you know, it's just one of those unfortunate things, you know. He was on life support. Something about a hip injury gone wrong, you know. I don't know if the family is going to sue the hospital who was doing the surgery, you know. Like, I don't know. Uh, like we've seen that too many times before when surgeries go wrong and there's a, you know, malfunction in the surgery, you know. I mean, if he died of COVID, that would have been different, you know. I mean, hell, if Kobe died of COVID, that would have been different, you know. But, I mean, people die, man. That's just part of life, you know. I mean, you don't live too long on this earth unless, you took, I mean, you could be the healthiest horse and you could still have, you know, effed up crap, you know. Like for me, I know I cut back on a lot of sugar. I cut back on a lot of everything, you know. It's just water, 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 you know. I mean, I may have, Sprite, because Sprite is my favorite drink. You know, I might have that every Saturday and Sunday, you know. And then I go back, to drinking water, you know. Like, I don't just buy the whole case of Sprite. Like, it comes like in a can. I buy those like in the little mini cans. So, but, it's just, I mean, R.I.P. to Razor Ramon, but to me, he was not, like, he didn't, like, I don't know, like, something just didn't, like, me and him just didn't click, you know? Like, Andre the Giant, like, him and I, obviously I never met Andre the Giant, but just looking at his documentary, you know, looking at his documentary, looking how he grew up and how he was the tallest and out of his family and, all this stuff. Like, me and him clicked as a wrestler, you know. You look at, you look at the Ultimate Warrior, right? You look at the Ultimate Warrior. Same thing. Me and him clicked because his energy was just so captivating, you know. But to me, Razor Ramon he was, you know. I mean, he didn't capture me as a wrestler, but the way he talked and his gimmick, kind of like a bootleg Scarface, you know. He throws the toothpick at you and stuff, being all cocky and stuff. Like his biggest match came from Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania in the ladder match, which he actually won, you know. After that, he's never been pushed, you know. He was Batman more than, no, he was Robin more than he was Batman, you know. Because when he formed the NWO or NWA, we all knew who was the leader. He was more of the sidekick, you know. And he was the one that actually stopped Goldberg's winning streak. If y'all go back and look at that match, the match that Scott Hall, no, the match that Goldberg, the match that ended Goldberg's winning streak, 187. He was the one who ended it. If it wasn't for him, Goldberg's winning streak would have reached 200, you know. because he was facing a whole bunch of nobodies, you know, and he was just stacking up wins, you know. But but yeah, man, like I said, man, I'm not gonna come on here every single time that a celebrity passes away, whether they're super famous or just famous, you know. People die at the end of the day, and you know, we just have to, you know, move on. You know, he left a lasting legacy, you know, for his generation. For this generation, his generation, and the generation that's coming before us. You know, not saying that, you know, the generation that's coming before us will know anything about him, but I'm pretty sure if they Google it, you know, or if they Google him, you know, they'll see how tremendous of an athlete he was. So, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other, and rest in peace to the bad guy.